distance. Hello, everybody. Today we're gonna check out the Land Cruiser 2000 what? 2016 Land Cruiser. This is the full spec. This is the Japanese model or Japanese specification, so it may vary to your country and location, especially Russia and the Middle East. For the Japanese, there's a new trim. There are different trimming levels. This is a ZX, which is the full option, but you can get even higher one, the black edition and the white edition, which is, I don't know if it's still running. First of all, we want to check the details, okay? What do you get as a full option as a ZX model? You get Modelister body kit. Modelister body kit is independent from Toyota, but somehow work together. So when buying a new Land Cruiser, you don't get it with body kit unless if you keep it as an option. So you get this part the whole way to here. That's part of the Modelister body kit, and you get at the back also. That down part is also part of Modelister body kit. Just makes it look more athletic, more sportiness. You get 4 rear sensors, 1, 2, 3, 4 rear sensors for reversing, and you get front sensors. Front sensors can also act as parking sensors, but at the same time can act as a cruise control when setting up your cruise control set, okay? You get standard daytime running lights. I'm gonna switch the light on very briefly from now. Okay. HID headlights, normal indicators. You get Land Cruiser written inside it that gives it a luxury touch. Best of all are the rims. You get 22 inches wheel. The biggest you can get in a Land Cruiser. You can even get even bigger aftermarket, but this is just more than enough. Looks very, very, very nice. The wheel clearance is okay. This is the medium height. You can even set it even higher, and you can even set it even lower. Lower comes automatically when you go past 70 kilometers to improve aerodynamic. Massive side mirror. Okay. Now the difference between this and the black one here, same model, but this is more oriented into off-roading. This is more into a city drive. This is more into off-roading. Now you can use it as city every day, but at certain situations where you're like, oh, the road got closed or something, these wheels are good. I'm not much into wheels. Dunlop 8023. I don't know if this is a good one or a bad one, but no one is complaining. You also get a Modelister body kit. By the way, Modelister body kit, okay, you can get it as an option, but at certain time when you feel like, oh, I don't like it, or it disrupts your ground clearance, it can be easily removed and stored away. Okay. Now let's look at the interior. The interior is a masterpiece, in my opinion, because this car is old. Okay, this may be a 2016, this may be the 3rd facelift of the year, but underneath this car is super old. But it's old and it's still strong. Okay. Keys, sound, keys. Good. Now, what do you get in a full option Land Cruiser? I'm gonna show you. You get a 6-speed automatic. Now, there's a new Land Cruiser 2017, 2018 where they come with 8-speed automatic, but this is a 2016 one, comes with a 6-speed automatic. Very good gearbox, nobody complained, nobody even wanted the 8-speed. The 8-speed is just there just for fuel efficiency. Okay, manual handbrake. You don't have those electronic parking thingy, which is very nuisance. It sometimes works, sometimes doesn't work. It works. I'm just bluffing. It works, but it's not manly enough. A handbrake is manly. Okay. Sport mode, normal mode, comfort mode, eco mode. Its fuel economy is good. Okay. It retains around 10 kilometers per liter. So for every liter of fuel you waste while driving, you have covered 10 kilometers. And for a V8, it's good because majority of the cars which are 4 cylinders almost have the same thing. So 4 cylinders are practically bad at their fuel mileage. This Land Cruiser is good. Okay. Traction control, in case it's a must to turn it off in some conditions. You have diff lock, and God knows what that is. ECT. Gotta Google that. I'm gonna point it out in the screen later on. Crawl control, turn assist. Turn assist mainly is when you have a tight turn and you turn it all the steering wheel all to the lock on either side, right or left. This button, what it does, it helps you turn even tighter. What it mainly does is it brakes each individual wheels. It brakes each individual wheels depending on how tight you want it to be. So how tight the steering wheel is locked on, and the sensors and the camera and the computer. It's magic. It's magic. This thing just helps you. Standard USB and auxiliary. You have heating and cooling seats, all that. Steering wheel, okay. That's a massive, okay. That's a compartment where you store stuff, your mobile phones, anything. You can store yourself inside also if you want to, okay. That's even bigger, an extension. Look, this is a small one for cups. Mainly this is for cups, yeah, cups, maybe some pads. And then here you can store, I think an iPad mini will sit there right comfortably, yeah, and something like 200 phones, no, 50 phones, 50 iPhones. Okay, good. This is where you store your notebooks. So this is a small one, okay. You have the small one, and then you have the big one, okay. Small one, big one, done. Cup holders, okay, and a sunroof. Now sunroof is nothing fancy these days, but you expect a sunroof in an expensive car like this. Chrome, not chrome, sort of silver chromish, rubbed chrome finish. It's a good one. In natural look. The camera doesn't do justice, but it looks good. You have memory seats, okay, cruise control, and all lane departing warning. What does lane departing warning do? When you set it up, you're in your lane, okay, you're in your lane. Let's say you lose control, sorry, that's the wrong word to use. Let's say you lose concentration as a result of Snapchatting, okay. What does this option do? There's a camera in front, which, okay, the camera scans the lines on the road, okay. The camera is in front there. I'm gonna show it to you. The camera scans the road in front of you for the lanes. When the camera detects that your car is veering off the lane, the car will sound a warning beep sound, plus telling you that you're veering off. If you still haven't heard, or if you're still using Snapchat and somehow couldn't hear the loud beeping sound, the car will steer you back into your lane, okay, but you to slow down also. Back seats, okay. You can keep your stuff there. It's roomy. You have air vents, which is good for hot climate. You have them at the back also, which is really good. Seats are comfortable, leather. They're all leather. I forgot to tell. They are all leather. I'm not sure if it's the real leather or, but I'm a tall guy. I'm like 5'9". No, 5'9" is too tall. I'm not sure. I'm between 5'1" and 5'6", but I'm happy here. I can do long distances. I have a lot of headrooms. Basically, my head reaches there, so I have this much of headroom clearance. Seats are good. In the middle, surprisingly really good, but there's a tunnel, the gearbox tunnel thing, so your leg will be a bit high, but it's not bad. Compare the leg is okay. It's the shoulder, and to tell you, this car is wide enough for 3 adult people like me. It's more than enough. 3 people can sit here comfortably. Okay, you got the temperature control. The temperature in front is for the temperature in front. The climate control. Is it climate control? Yes, it's climate control. The climate control in front is for the front people. This is for the back people, and for the other back people here. Okay, this car can seat 1, 2, 5, 8 or 7. 8 if you have no option, but 7 peacefully. Now let's look at how big the boot is. Okay, basically this is the amount of room when all 3 rows of seats are up. So first, second, this is the third row, this is a tiny one. If you're never gonna use this, you can always stay up, which I can show you. Oh yes, okay. Oh yes, exactly. I'm new into Land Cruisers, but yeah, it's my first review. Bear with me. Okay, now the amount of space is surprisingly okay, bigger than the car I drive every day. Okay, you can fit a small 4 people dining table here. You can fit like 200 footballs here. You can fit You can fit 2 classroom tables here plus the chairs. You can fit practically anything. They're unremovable. That's the bad thing. And the bad thing about this is majority of the cars, when folding the seat go flash out with the floor of the car. Now this is an old generation Land Cruiser. It's an old platform. People understand it's old. There's a new Land Cruiser coming very soon. Toyota will resolve this problem. They're gonna ditch this thing, handle, seat, all that. It'll all be flashed down like a GMC Suburban. But for now, this is what you get. Engine time, engine time, engine time, engine time. Where's the hook? Yes. Oh, look at that. The engine is massive. I know V8s are big, but this is just a cover. The whole engine thing is at the down of the cover. Yeah, 5.7 liter V8, 370 horsepower. Some people might say, oh, the Nissan Petrol has 400 horsepower. Oh, that's more powerful. For a car size like this, even 500 doesn't make sense. Bentley Bentayga has 600 horsepower. You're gonna only utilize around 100 of it, because majority of the time you're just driving stuck in traffic, you know. 370 is more than enough. Let's switch on the light now. I hope so. Oh yes, oh yes, oh yes. This is high beam. This is a normal light. This is a daytime fog light. You don't usually use the fog light. Before it was a fashion trend, but now it's only for fog light. This is the fashion trend. This always stays on, whether it's daytime or nighttime. This is a normal light. This is the high beam light. Never use a high beam light at night unless it's totally dark, because this burns people's eyes, literally. Same thing, same thing, same thing. LEDs. Let's go at the back. This is the signature Land Cruiser light. These are the brake lights. So these are the normal running lights at night, and these are the brake lights, okay? Indicator light, reverse light. It looks good. There's some people, God knows, I don't want to mention them, but they take their old Land Cruiser, this particularly, okay? They send it to a shop. and then buy the whole set, keep it in the car. Don't do that. Don't do that. You're devaluating yourself. You're devaluating the car, and you're shaming yourself into telling people because an eagle eye like me would know that you have changed the car, because first thing and obvious is the interior. Look at the interior of this. Let me turn off the lights. That's more than enough. Look at the interior of this. Okay. Look at the interior of the 2007 up to 2014. Okay. Totally. Can I open the door? Yes. Look, miles different from the current model. Okay, so please, people, don't do that. Otherwise, yeah, did I cover everything? Yeah, it has a smart lock system. Okay, and electronic seat adjustment. You have, I can show you. See? Okay, it can go front, it can go forward, back. What is this? This is for the seat height adjustment. It goes up and down. Okay, this is for, God knows what this is for, but yeah, okay. Doesn't have lumbar support, which is a letdown. Airbags. This car has more airbags than anything. It has airbag here, airbag there. It has your knee airbag. It has airbag from there all the way till there. You have seat airbag. You have seat airbags at the back there. It has enough airbags to protect you at even 130 kilometers per hour. The car will be written off, but you'll be saved.